Hi, thank you so much for checking out my website. My name is Faith, obviously, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about me. And why I decided to become a teacher, more specifically. So my undergraduate degree was actually initially supposed to give me certification in what would have been my primary content area, English, and then I was also minoring in Earth and Space Science, and I was going to seek additional certification there. However, my final year of my undergraduate studies, I started working with the YMCA, and I was doing a lot of the youth programs there, and I started to really start considering whether I wanted to be. Youth empowerment has always been an interest of mine, especially as it pertains to social justice and equity and equality. So I started thinking at this time that maybe the best avenue for me to achieve those goals actually wouldn't be through the school system, it would actually, or the public education system, that it would be through nonprofits. So I actually ended up opting not to student teach my final semester. They converted my degree into a liberal arts degree, and then I just continued working with the Y after I graduated. In the meantime, I also was volunteering with the organization Westside Community Center. That's an after-school program, and then I also was working as a mentor with Valley Youth House. And I am so grateful for my experiences there, and I learned so much, and I loved those experiences. However, I ended up getting a new job at Cress, and I started working as a paraprofessional in schools. Particularly the school that I've been assigned to for the past 2 years has been the Learning Center in Coatesville, which is an alternative school. All of our kiddos, and special needs in particular, all of our kiddos have IEPs, and we deal with a lot of behavioral and emotional supports there. And working there, I think we just have some of the most, my colleagues are absolutely incredible. Just some of the skills that they have developed over, their years of practice, especially in special education, and particularly the classroom management skills that they have developed just has blown my mind, time and time again. And this past year in particular, my cooperating teacher really was just phenomenal. The types of situations I was able to observe her de-escalate, the way she's able to, refocus students, and just how she can maintain this unconditional positive regard with her students, but also hold them to high expectations. And, she is in control of the classroom and running it. I just learned so much. And through observing all of her work, and also through the relationships I've developed with my students over these past couple of years, working as a paraprofessional there, it really reignited my want to teach, and it really has me thinking that this is the best, way that I can serve the youth in my area. So that is why now I'm currently, at the time of this filming this video, hopefully if you're watching this, you're considering me for a job and I'm graduated. But that's why I'm back in school now, getting my master's in secondary education so I can get certified. And I want to be teaching English and Earth and Space Science as well. Hopefully I can pass that praxis. We'll see. And I want to be working in school districts. And one goal of mine in particular that I'm really excited about, and I learned this from, observing all of my colleagues and all the observations I've made in the current school that I work in, it's had me reflecting a lot about classroom management, and how I really do think there is a great lacking of that in at the university level. Rather, should I say, at the university level, I don't feel like student teachers are really taught the adequate amount of classroom management skills that they need to have, especially to be successful across multiple areas. And I think part of the result of that is, we have these students who have, significant behavioral challenges, and they end up getting sent to alternative schools like mine, and really those actually aren't the ideal placements for them. There was actually still a lot that could have been done at the district level before sending them to that school, which costs the district more money, and also it's not always appropriate for the child to be placed there. And one thing I would really love to do over the course of my career as a teacher, obviously, other than, teaching and empowering my kiddos, would be I would also love to, at some point, help develop a curriculum for teachers, and specifically targeting teachers in suburban and rural districts, and talking about classroom management skills, and how can we give them the tools that they need to use so that way they can have the most successful students in their classroom, and we have less students defecting over to these alternative schools, which are not the best options for them. So that's a real area of particular interest of mine. I'm still currently researching it. So hopefully by the time I'm actually working in a district, I have these ideas more fleshed out and an actual plan on how I want to, get some of this stuff accomplished. But yeah, so that's all the inspiration that I'm working with for teaching. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you for coming to my website. Feel free to browse around. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. All of my contact information is here, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.